What screams I am an INFJ? You've probably heard that INFJs are one of the rarest personality types, making up only about 1 to 2% of the population. But what really sets us apart? If you've ever wondered, how do people just know I'm an INFJ? Then this video is for you. From our deep emotional world to our seemingly contradictory behaviors, there are certain traits that scream, I am an INFJ. In this video, we'll break down the powerful signs that confirm you're an INFJ, each with tips to help you navigate life as the rare and complex soul that you are. So let's dive into the first one. 1. You have a sixth sense for people's true motives. INFJs don't just hear words, we hear intentions. It's like an internal lie detector that picks up on micro-expressions, subtle vocal changes, and inconsistencies in body language. You meet someone new, and while they're all smiles, something just feels off. Months later, your instincts prove right, they were hiding something. This can make relationships tricky. You often know when someone is being fake, even if you wish you didn't. Trust your intuition, but don't let it make you overly suspicious. Verify your gut feelings before making major decisions. 2. You feel like two people in one. You are both deeply emotional yet highly logical, reserved yet social, compassionate yet fiercely independent. You crave deep connections but also need solitude like you need oxygen. You can be the life of the party for an hour, then suddenly feel drained and desperate to go home. Others might misunderstand your push-pull dynamic, seeing you as unpredictable or even cold. Communicate your needs clearly. Let people know that just because you need alone time doesn't mean you don't care about them. 3. People tell you their life stories, uninvited. There's something about your energy that makes people feel safe. Strangers spill their deepest secrets to you, even when you don't ask. You're on a train, lost in thought, when someone sits beside you and tells you about their childhood trauma. While it's an honor to be trusted, it can also be emotionally exhausting to carry so much of other people's pain. Set emotional boundaries. You're not obligated to be everyone's therapist. 4. You experience emotional echoes. You don't just understand emotions, you absorb them. If someone around you is anxious, you start feeling anxious too, even if you were fine moments ago. Your best friend is going through a breakup, and suddenly, you feel as heartbroken as if it were your own relationship ending. This emotional intensity can be overwhelming, making it hard to separate your own feelings from others. Regularly check in with yourself, is this my emotion, or someone else's? Ground yourself through meditation or journaling. 5. Your mind is always in overdrive. Your mind is a web of interconnected thoughts, always analyzing patterns, underlying meanings, and future possibilities. You can take a single conversation and analyze every word, tone, and nuance for hours, replaying what was said and what was left unsaid. This constant mental activity can lead to overthinking, making it hard to relax or be in the present moment. Practice mindfulness techniques to quiet your mind. Journaling or creative outlets can help organize your thoughts. 6. You struggle with decision paralysis. Every decision feels like it carries immense weight because you see all the possible consequences. You stand in a grocery aisle debating which brand of tea to buy because you're thinking about ingredients, ethics, price, and how each option aligns with your values. The constant analysis can lead to exhaustion, missed opportunities, and regret over even small choices. Set time limits for decisions and remind yourself that most choices aren't irreversible. 7. Your social battery drains faster than most. Deep one-on-one conversations energize you, but forced social interactions exhaust you. A meaningful talk with a friend leaves you inspired, but a casual networking event makes you feel emotionally drained. If you don't manage your social energy wisely, you might find yourself withdrawing completely. Plan recovery time after social engagements and avoid overcommitting to events that don't bring you joy. 8. You feel out of place everywhere, yet deeply connected to everything. You resonate with deep ideas and universal truths but struggle to fit into everyday society. You feel deeply moved by art, literature, and human suffering but can't relate to surface-level conversations. This feeling of detachment can lead to loneliness. Seek out like-minded individuals through communities, books, and creative pursuits. 9. You have an almost obsessive need for meaning. If something doesn't have depth or significance, you lose interest quickly. You avoid small talk and instead seek out conversations about purpose, existence, and personal growth. This can make everyday interactions feel tedious. Find ways to add depth to your daily interactions by asking meaningful questions. 10. You struggle with perfectionism. You hold yourself to impossibly high standards, which can push you forward but also paralyze you. You spend hours rewriting an email because it has to be just right before sending it. Perfectionism can lead to burnout and procrastination, as nothing ever feels good enough. Set realistic goals and remind yourself that done is often better than perfect. 11. You can predict outcomes before they happen. You see patterns that others miss, allowing you to foresee where situations are headed. You warn a friend about their new partner, sensing red flags they haven't noticed. Months later, your prediction comes true. Being right can be frustrating when others dismiss your insights until it's too late. Offer your perspective gently and accept that not everyone will listen. 12. You avoid conflict, but when pushed, you can be scary. You hate unnecessary conflict, but when someone crosses your core values, your intensity surprises everyone, including yourself. Someone mistreats a loved one, and you transform from calm and composed to fiercely protective. People may not realize how deeply you feel until they push you too far. Use your passion constructively, express your values without bottling things up until they explode. 13. You often feel misunderstood. Your depth, contradictions, and inner complexity make you hard for others to grasp. People may think you're aloof when you're just lost in thought, or that you're extroverted when you're actually just being polite. Feeling unseen can lead to frustration and loneliness. Find people who appreciate your depth, and accept that not everyone will fully understand you. 14. You secretly long for someone who just gets you. More than anything, you crave a soul-level connection with someone who sees and understands you completely. You feel a deep void when relationships lack emotional and intellectual intimacy. This longing can make ordinary relationships feel unsatisfying. Keep searching for your tribe, those rare, deep connections do exist. Being an INFJ is both a blessing and a challenge. You see the world in a way that few others do, and that can sometimes feel lonely. But remember, your depth, intuition, and authenticity are gifts. Now, I want to hear from you. Do these traits resonate? Which one hit home the most? Drop a comment below and let's build a community where INFJs can truly feel understood. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more deep dives into the INFJ experience. Stay safe, and see you in the next video.